My name is Cookie. I am a South African travel content creator, and in this vlog, I am in my home country, South Africa, and I am in the gorgeous city of Cape Town. Cape Town was crowned the best city in the world by Time Out. In this Cape Town series, we are exploring this beautiful city to see why it is the best city in the world. When you visit Cape Town, you have to do this tour to Cape Point. We are starting in the V&A waterfront, Greenpoint area. To put it in simple terms, we are driving clockwise. So we're starting in Greenpoint and we will come back to Greenpoint. On our way to Cape Point and on our way back, there are plenty of places to explore. There are also some iconic Cape Town spots. We call Cape Town the mother city. So if you want to see some of the tourist hotspots in this beautiful city, please watch until the end. Please don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Thank you very much. These colorful wooden little houses here by the beach are so iconic. If you have seen images of Cape Town, I'm sure you have seen this. If you haven't, well, here they are. People love coming here and taking beautiful pictures. They appear to be storage units. They look like storage units to me. But don't say I didn't give you a heads up on your planned trip to Cape Town. Cape Town should be on your bucket list if it isn't. This place is beautiful. It is, after all, the best city in the world. We are now heading to our next stop. My tour guide is such a gentleman. He even opens the car door for me. Our second stop is the community of Fishhook. We are here to see the sea lions. There are also people out here selling art and craft, handbags, hats, just beautiful, colorful, African inspired items. I am an African and I come from a region that embraces and celebrates beautiful, bright colors. That is who I am. That is in my DNA. So beautiful, colorful things just make me happy. Look at the green I am wearing today. I love my Adidas tracksuit. My tour guide was just saying that at times you will find so many sea lions out of the water, but today we could only find one just basking in the sun.
Africa's largest Navy base is here in Simonstown. Previously, Simonstown was a Navy base and a harbor for the British Royal Navy, and now it is all ours. Our South African Navy, the largest base, is here in Simonstown. The combination of the wind and the sand is brutal. The sand is literally hitting our faces, so we're not going to stay here for too long. It's time to get back in the car and head to our next stop, Boulders Beach, to see the African penguins. So you can pay to enter the beach and swim there, or you can go where we're going, pay to walk in and see the African penguins. You pay to use this beach because it is part of a nature reserve, so you need to pay to access it. I suppose if it costs you money to acquire or access something, then you treat it with more respect. Whenever you visit different parts of the South African national parks, please carry identification with so that you pay a rate that is applicable to you. For instance, as South African and somebody from the SADC community, which South Africa is a part of, their rates are different and lower as compared to people from other parts of the world. African penguins form monogamous pairs. They come and lay their eggs here away from the beach. It is April. Well, it was April when I was in Cape Town and when I filmed this video. So it is nesting season in South Africa, which peaks during March to May. They say here that the African penguins are at risk of extinction and the species could be extinct in the wild by 2035. I am telling you, there are people from all over the world. Well, Cape Town has always been a tourist hotspot, and it is so good to be out and about and hear different accents, hear different languages. It is just so beautiful. I love traveling. We drove from Boulders Beach to Cape Point, which is another national park, and you pay an entrance fee. I have always known Cape Point to be the point where the two oceans meet. That is the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean. But according to Wikipedia, Cape Point is often mistakenly claimed to be a place where the two oceans meet. Mistakenly claimed because they say that the meeting point of the two oceans, the Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean, fluctuates along the southern and southwestern Cape Coast, usually occurring between Cape Agulhas and Cape Point. I didn't know that. It fluctuates. I cannot wait to visit Cape Agulhas the next time I am in Cape Town. I won't be able to make it there this time, but next time we will go and see Cape Agulhas. The two intermingling currents, that is the current of the Atlantic Ocean, which is cold, and the current of the Indian Ocean, which is warm, give Cape Town its own microclimate. Have you ever seen the videos of the wind in Cape Town where people are holding on to street poles and trees to prevent being blown away by the wind? I love Cape Town summers because the sun sets quite late, so it can be 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m., and you're still out and about at the beach enjoying yourself. Also, Cape Town has a winter rainy season. You can take a funicular, you can see it there on the right hand side, but we are walking up to the lighthouse. We just want to be able to enjoy the view. So if you come with somebody who cannot walk or doesn't want to walk up to the lighthouse, which is right up there, that's where we're going, you can just take the funicular. This is quite a walk, so make sure you put on lots of sunscreen, which I did, but I forgot to wear a hat, and also wear comfortable shoes. That's where we're coming from, down there. That's where we parked our car. So we're going uphill. This is a whirlpool, and whirlpools are caused typically by the meeting of conflicting currents. This is why, in all my years, I have known Cape Point to be the meeting point of the two oceans, the Atlantic and the Indian Ocean. Only in subsequent years did I learn about Cape Agulhas. Oh my goodness, we are almost at the lighthouse. We made it. What an exercise. met an American lady who complimented me on my outfit, and she said, "Your outfit is winning all day. I first saw you at Boulders Beach." It's possible to walk here from where we were, but we were not about to do that. So we drove. We are tired. That was quite a walk to the lighthouse and back, but we had to stop here and take pictures. I always, when I'm on a private tour, ask my tour guides to sit and have lunch with me, and I cover the bill. I was raised to offer food when I am in the company of others. So wherever I am, if I am eating, I will offer food to those in my company. Lunch was good, and the setting here is so perfect. We were having such a great conversation that I even forgot to film what we had for lunch. But we both had steak. Mine was medium to well done. My tour guide steak was well done. We had that with chips, also known as fries. We are now heading back to Greenpoint, and we are taking one of the most scenic routes. We are taking Chapmans Peak Drive. We will stop along the way to take pictures and videos. Let's enjoy this beautiful Chapmans Peak Drive. This drive is so iconic, and it is one of the most spectacular marine drives in the world. Back in 1988, a driver of a Mercedes Benz was driving along Chapman's Peak Drive. He was tired, took his eyes off the road for a split second, and his car plunged down 100 meters down the cliff onto the sharp rocks below. He survived with hardly a scratch, and the two reasons attributed to his survival were that he was wearing a seatbelt and he was driving a Mercedes Benz. Mercedes Benz then filmed and produced a television advertisement with the same model car at the same location, telling a true story of a man who plunged down the steep cliff of Chapman's Peak Drive and emerged with no injuries. The Mercedes Benz advertisement highlighted the superior engineering and safety of their vehicles. Thereafter, BMW went to the same location, filmed and produced their own television advertisement showing a BMW successfully maneuvering the bend where the Mercedes Benz had plunged down the cliff with the catchphrase, Doesn't it make sense to drive a luxury sedan that beats the Benz? Benz as in Bends. Camps Bay is one of the affluent areas in Cape Town. It is popular with locals and tourists. There's also a popular beach here. I am almost home. Home for me during my stay here in Cape Town is Greenpoint. Thank you very much for watching until this point. May you kindly please bless me. You know how you can bless me by liking the video and subscribing. I return the blessings to you. Take care of yourself and may the Lord bless you abundantly. See you next time.